The sun is slowly killing you, and so are those UV beds that you lay on to darken your skin before prom. But what can you do about it? Hey everybody, Trace here for D-News. You've probably seen this viral video in all the dark corners of the web this week showing what the sun has done to seemingly beautiful skin. It's shocking, but let's add a little context to this randomly scientific video. Ultraviolet light damages all human skin. Dark skin, fair skin, and all the colors in between. The reason we even have skin color is an evolutionary response to sunlight damaging human skin. First, what you're seeing in this video is the reflection of UV light. Ultraviolet light works the same as any other light. It's either absorbed or reflected. Darker colors absorb more than lighter. What the camera is showing us is where the skin is absorbing or reflecting more UV light. The dark spots are where the UV light isn't bouncing back at the camera. UV light is part of the light spectrum, just like anything else, and though it's just outside of the visible spectrum for humans, maybe if aliens were to show up tomorrow, they might see us the way that this camera does. Some of those freckles, blemishes, and spots revealed by the camera are there because the skin is under attack by the sun. When UV light hits our bodies, it can be reflected by our outermost layer of skin, the stratum corneum. If that doesn't catch the radiation, the rays hit the inner layer of skin, the epidermis, where they can encounter melanin packaged within melanosomes. When skin is exposed to the ultraviolet rays in the sunlight, it darkens or tans. All skin, regardless of color, tans. More melanin scatters more of the damaging UV rays. Melanin in the skin is produced by melanocytes located in that epidermis, and it comes in the form of two pigments, the brown eumelanin and a dark and red pheomelanin. Dark-skinned humans produce melanin all the time, while lighter-skinned people produce it only as needed. The melanin is evolution's way of scattering those rays of UV light before they can harm your DNA, since we no longer have body hair to protect us. If our skin didn't do this, the UV radiation would get through, corrupt our DNA, and cause cancer before we could reach breeding age. Come to think of it, there were probably human ancestors that didn't even tan, and thus they weren't able to pass on their genes as efficiently. Sunburns are radiation burns from overexposure to ultraviolet radiation. It turns red because your body is trying to heal that damage and it's sending blood to the area. The burn isn't going to protect you from anything, neither will a tan, actually. In the end, all sun exposure results in UV light impacting your skin. It's never ending. If it's cloudy, there's UV. When it's snowy, there's UV, and it can reflect off the snow, causing even more problems. When you're in a pool or an ocean, yep, UV. Light-skinned people are most susceptible to skin cancers because they have to make up for not having melanin in the first place. Darker-skinned people scatter more of those UV rays naturally and therefore have significantly lower incidences of skin cancer, according to the CDC. Obviously, you can use sunscreen, which contains organic and inorganic chemicals, to block the UV rays that cause cancers. Some of the molecules absorb the rays and release the energy as heat. However, a new study from the American Chemical Society found an overabundance of sunscreen in the oceans frequented by beachgoers. The titanium dioxide and zinc oxide nanoparticles in the sunscreens were reacting with UV rays and creating hydrogen peroxide toxins. Those toxins were then killing algae and phytoplankton, the lifebloods of ocean ecosystems. It's pretty much a lose-lose situation, though it is better to wear sunscreen to protect yourself, or maybe just go to a movie. In the end, this viral video does not show us where people will be getting cancer. It's revealing bits of our skin's protective layer which absorb or reflect light. It's stuff we don't normally see, but it's always there. How does it make you feel to know every moment you spend in sunlight might be hurting your body? Warm up the comments with your own sunshiny opinions, and thanks for stopping by D-News. Enjoy the rest of your summer, and come follow us on Twitter for more videos 7 days a week. We linked our social media in the description below. Also coming up is our next monthly Space Out. It's on August 27th at 4 p.m. Pacific. So click on the link in the description to RSVP. Each month, Ian O'Neill and I get together and chat with experts from NASA JPL to talk space. And this month, it's all about Europa, robotic missions and possibilities of alien life. It's going to be really exciting. Make sure you RSVP now so you don't get burned.